So I finally got all of my purchases, guys, which I made on the Black Friday sale. I actually started since Monday, as we had, at least here in the UK, an early start. And I'm quite pleased that I managed to get most of the releases, for which I already dropped some reviews. Some of them actually came for a quite big discount, and I think these ones were the easy releases, which are sitting nowadays in Sports Direct for a huge discount. So let's not waste any more time, guys, and start with the first release, which will be a pair of Yeezy 350 V2 Compact. So this one I actually managed to get it for just £70 from Sports Direct, and it will come in this Onyx colorway. And in case you don't already know, guys, in my opinion this is the most comfortable release ever from Yeezy brand. But unfortunately I'm not a big fan of this big pull tab here at the back and this extra padding here on top of the foot. That's my only issue with this pair of shoes. So these ones, if I'm not mistaken, were retailing around 2 years ago for around £200 or 220 US. Nowadays you can find them for £60–70 or even less, depending on the sizes. Most definitely this is a must cop, guys. Now it's really worth it. As I said earlier, this is one of the most comfortable releases ever. Now, unfortunately, this is the only colorway which comes at this very low retail price. Some other colorways will still be discounted, but not as much as this one. So in my opinion, for sure, this is a great cop from my side. So let's go now to the second pair, guys, which will be a pair of Jordans, which, if I'm not mistaken, dropped around 3 months ago. So this one will be the Gray Cement, which, if I'm not mistaken, it's still retailing in a lot of places for the full price, which is £190 here in the UK, or around 220 US. So this one, it's one of my favorite releases for this year. To be honest, I'm not a big fan of this range in general. But to be honest, when I saw this one earlier this year, for sure, I've said that I will most definitely get it if it will come on sale. And on the Black Friday sale, they actually went for 30% discount. Most definitely this is one of the best releases for 2024 for a pair of Jordan 3. Which will bring quite good materials and a very nice color blocking. So yet again, I find that this one it's a very nice cop, and even though I got this one for just 30%, as long as it's under retail, guys, for sure it's a win from my side. So let's jump to the third pair for today, guys, which, as I said earlier, will be a pair of Adidas Response CL in collaboration with Bad Bunny. So this one, guys, will come in your usual box from this collaboration, which inside will have this very nice bag, and inside we're gonna have this black pair, guys, for which I dropped a review at the start of the year, if I'm not mistaken, or even last year, not entirely sure. Most definitely this is a very nice and stealthy release coming from Adidas in collaboration with Bad Bunny. To be honest, when it actually dropped, I wasn't a big fan of it. I think I didn't want a black pair of shoes at that time. And given that this pair was on the way at that time, I just sent the black pair back. I said that this one is much more interesting, but given that this one, guys, now it's just £90 here in the UK, for sure I said, yeah, I need to get this one into my collection as well. For sure, this one, it's still quite a good drop on the market. From what I saw on the Adidas website, this is not the only one which got on discount for this Black Friday. We also had the Campus, we also had like a pair of Forums as well. So yet again, I'm pleased that I managed to get this one as well into my collection. Even though this one feels quite stealthy, for sure it's one of my favorite releases for 2024. So let's go ahead and jump to the next one, guys, which will be another pair of Yeezys. So this one will be the 500 Tactical Boot, if I'm not mistaken, which, as you can see, will come in a huge box, guys. So this one again was sitting in Sports Direct for just £90. The retail price, if I'm not mistaken, around 2 years ago was between 250 and 300 pounds here in the UK, which for sure is a lot even now, but £90, guys, for sure I feel that this one is a bargain. and given that the price was quite good, I also bought a second pair for my wife as well. So on Sports Direct they actually had another Black Friday sale on top of the sale, where you are receiving like an extra 20% discount. So I actually managed to get these ones for £70, guys. So as I'm a big fan of this 500 in general, I decided to take this one. Even though I wanted the black pair, I took this sand one, which I've realized at home that I actually love it a lot, and this 500 in general, it's actually quite comfortable. So yet again, I really feel that I've done a great job with this purchase as well. So let's jump now to the next one, guys, which will be a pair of Represent Raptor 2, which, at least comparing with the first release, guys, from 2 years ago, if I'm not mistaken, it has a totally redesigned upper. To be honest, actually the whole shoe is redesigned and has a very interesting new vibe. We're still gonna have this REP lettering for this upper, which looks quite nice, but for this one we're gonna have some slightly different materials. We're also gonna have some mesh material as well. So at least in my opinion, this one got a very nice update comparing with the first release. So this one, the original price was £230, and I managed to get this one for £115. One thing which I will need to add for these Represent releases is that most of their shoes are actually a bit on the heavier side, and also the midsole doesn't provide one of the best comfort in the world. But in case you don't have a problem with that, for sure this one is yet again another great release, which I think you can still find it even now. So jumping now to another pair, guys, this one I've been eyeing for at least a month or so when they actually dropped here in the UK. So this one will be a pair of Converse collaboration with the Daily Paper Deluxe. As you can see, the box looks actually quite nice, and the shoes inside have a very interesting and unique design. This one still looks like a normal pair of Converse, but as you can see, we're gonna have a lot of this rubber material here at the front, which for sure will give a very good protection. So most definitely this one will have different materials comparing with your normal release coming from Converse. For this one, we're also gonna have a second pair of laces, which will come in this multicolor. This one is also a bit heavier than a normal pair of Converse. We're also gonna have this very colorful outsole, which, if I'm not mistaken, has the Jamaican flag. Most definitely this one is a very nice release, which will be perfect for the rainy seasons. This one came on the market for £100, and I managed to get it with a 30% discount. So for sure this will be another great addition to my collection. So let's jump to the next one, guys, which will be a pair of North Face sneakers, which will come in this very nice box in this black and brown color. So to be honest, when I actually ordered these ones, I thought that I'm gonna receive a proper pair of boots, but for my surprise, this one is a blend of sneakers and running shoes, if I'm not mistaken. So this one, when they dropped around 2 months ago, they came on the market for £155, which will be around $170 US. But I managed to get these ones straight from their website. I got a 30% discount as I've bought multiple items. So this one has a very interesting design, guys, with this very raised rubber mudguard. But even though this one looks like a proper pair of boots, this one is quite lightweight and very comfortable. We're also gonna have this very nice lacing system with this ripstop material for this upper. So contrary to what you are actually seeing now on the screen, this one is more like a pair of sneakers, which is very comfortable and very lightweight. Has also a very pointy shape here at the front, which matches perfectly with the shape of my foot. So in my opinion, I find that this one is gonna be one of my favorite pairs coming from North Face for this end of year. So for sure, yet again, this is another great purchase. So jumping now to the last pair for today, guys, I finally managed to get this one into my collection. I know a lot of you asked me if I'm gonna do a review for this one. Y3 in general are quite expensive and are coming most of the times over the retail price of £250 here in the UK, or around $300 US. but I know for sure that the materials, the designs, and the overall look of the shoe, it's always great. I'm pleased to show you this pair of Y3 Gentle Run, which dropped earlier this summer. The retail price was £350. I managed to get these ones in 2 colorways, and I actually managed to get these ones, both of them, for 50% off. So this one most definitely has a very interesting and polarizing design, and for my surprise, even though this one feels like an uncomfortable pair of shoes, this one is also quite squishy and comfortable. We're also gonna have your usual blend of materials, Yohji Yamamoto signatures as well. Quite good materials, which, to be honest, for £350, I would say that it's worth even with that full retail price. So that pretty much sums up my Black Friday unboxings, guys, which I need to admit that I kind of went overboard. I really feel that I actually spent a lot. I think my wife will kill me. Of course, for all of these releases, guys, I will leave a link in the description down below. But I guess if you are seeing this video too long after I actually dropped it, it's very possible that they are not available anymore, or at least not discounted. Of course, for a few of them, I will also drop some individual reviews in the next week or so. So just make sure you're gonna subscribe to the channel in order to see those ones as soon as they become available. So yeah, guys, this was my big unboxing from this Black Friday sale. I really hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you did, don't forget to press the like button, maybe also subscribe to the channel. Of course, if you want to have a look at any of my latest reviews, you can choose from any of the videos which you have now on the screen. And as always, I will see you in my next one. Thanks for watching!